Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Yeah, you know this ain't the old me. Try to keep it on the low.
Hi guys, I am Debraj. I am a security analyst at Square. So today I am gonna share a very interesting situation where we can just use the path traversal technique along with the JWT token to get access of the admin. That means we can do account takeover and we can do anything. So for this thing, we'll take the help of the lab of portswigger, which is exactly the same thing, where we can do a path traversal with the JWT token to completely compromise the account. And here you can see that our task will be to delete the user Carlos as it is. Whoever have practiced the portswigger, they know the technique, and we have the credentials of the Weiner and the Peter. So this is the situation of the lab. So let us see what we can do. So let us go to the particular URL, and we can see that this is as usual the page that is offered by portswigger. So this is, I guess, will be a normal account because we can just use this particular credentials, Weiner and Peter. So let us do it. So go to the my account. I've already logged in, so it is showing me Weiner, and you can use the same credentials to go to the login, right? So here we can see a very interesting thing, that ID equal to Weiner. Let us change to admin. Let's see what happened. We are logged out. That means it is not working. Again, we can just log in with the Weiner. Let's see what's happening. And we get a my account. Let us see and let us go to a Bob suit. Let's see what's happening there. Let us intercept this page. Okay. First of all, let us take this to repeater and just analyze. Let us forward this request and keep the intercept off. Now this is our repeater. As you can see, this is the request that are going, right. So it is a get request and going to my account. Okay. So this is the host cookie and everything is right. But we can see that this is a JWT token, right? And we can also analyze it using this particular JSON web token option that is given by Bob. And we can see that this is the serialized version of the JWT token, JSON web token, and we can see what is the header algorithm that is used. This is the KID, this is the payload, and in the payload you can see that this is the account of Weiner. So what is our tendency to do? If we check a JWT token, we see there is the name of the user. What we do, we just delete that and write with the admin. Let us do that. Let's see what's happened. Let's see send. I'm getting a redirection. Okay. So again we have logged out too. So just read it. Here is a line: to solve the lab, forge a JWT token that gives you access to the admin panel. Okay, so we have to go to this particular directory admin. Let us do that. Using this JWT token, let us make the request to admin. Now let us send it. Okay, so we are getting unauthorized. Let's render it. Okay, so the application is giving me this kind of thing: admin interface only available if logged in as an administrator. So the username should be administrator. So we have given admin. So by this we can know this is the username. So let us change to administrator and think what's happening. So administrator. Okay, so let us just try now. Again the same thing. So now what we can do? I guess it would be a dead end, right? But no, we can analyze each and every header of a JWT token. Now, very much interesting thing is their key ID. Now, this is the thing which is generally used to point out to some files, okay, or any kind of page. So, if I can manipulate this particular thing, and if I can do some escapes that we do during the path traversal, there might be option. Okay, so let us try. And we don't know how many escapes that we will need, and how after how many directories we can get that particular thing. So let us try arbitrarily. Let us try with some multiple escapes, and we will just point out to a null. Okay, I guess this would be okay. And this is our particular null that we are targeting. I have manipulated this key ID. Okay, so now one thing, before we send this particular thing to the admin panel, we need to sign this JWT token. And very easy. For that, we can go to the extensions, the Web Store, and we can search for JWT, and we have this particular extension JWT editor, which will help us. And this is my editor where we can create a new symmetric key which I will use for signing that JWT token. Okay, so let us create a new symmetric key, and don't worry about the key size because whenever we'll use that particular key, it will be updated on the basis. So just click on generate, and it is showing me this. But what we will do, we'll not use that. Okay, because why I'm telling you, because we are pointing to a null particular file, so we'll also use a particular key that will also having a null value. So what can be a null value? So just I'm closing this, going to the decoder. If I write double a equal to, it is null. We know that, right? So if we just decode for that base 64, we can just see that this is a null. 00, that means double a equal to within the base 64. So we can use that particular thing as the key. Okay, so let us just go for the new symmetric key and now generate it, and we will just use it as our key. And now this will become our symmetric key. And we can see that our key is prepared. Again, go to a repeater. So now, before sending the request to the admin panel, we will sign this. And we see the key that we have just now created. The algorithm is HS256. Everything is done. Click on OK. And our request, our GCLI JWT token is signed to whichever the symmetrical key we have used. Now, let us see. We are sending the request to the admin. It is OK. And our all settings have been done. Now send the request. Okay, so we have seen that this particular page. That means we are successfully logged into the admin panel, right? Where we can see the Carlos option, and also we can see the Winer option. Okay, so this particular cookie will help us, right? So let us copy this, and I will just do it quickly so we can just understood. So let us just go for the F12 where we'll change our cookie. So this is our cookie value. Let us change this. Okay, let us change this thing and just refresh the page. Now we are logged in as an administrator. Now from here we can just delete any kind of user. This is account takeover. So our motive was not just to delete the user Carlos. So we can use this delete button to solve the lab. That will be okay. So let us click that, and we have deleted the user Carlos. You can see that lab is solved. User deleted successfully. So our motto was to learn that how can we do account takeover in a completely different manner. So this is also can be done. So this is a case study where we can follow this. Whenever we face any kind of situation with a JWT token where there is a KID value, we can just use that header and we can just use our path traversal technique to that. We will merge that thing and we can find this type of thing. So whoever just does the web application penetration testing, they can use that scenario, and it might be there. If this vulnerability is present, we can completely take over account. Whatever we can call this, we can call it IDOR, we can call it account takeover, anything. You can just have the admin account and do whatever you want. So remember this, the JWT token can be used and can be played in the very different way. Study all the headers that are there, all the algorithms. How can I sign the JWT token? What is the dev null? How many kind of escapes we can use? And everything about JWT. It will help you in your penetration testing. Okay. So that's it for today. I think that this will help you in your application testing. Keep it in your checklist and it will be handy if this vulnerability is there. So there are a lot to play with JWT, and this was one of the case study that I presented today. So thank you for today. Bye.